Okay, so you signed up for the aerial yoga sling. Now what? So I just wanted to go over a few things. We will be sending you hopefully a yoga swing. Hopefully we can get it to you before the trip in Mexico. I'm very excited to have you guys there, but I do need you to start building up strength. So the difference between floor yoga and the aerial yoga sling is you've got to have a lot more pulling power. We don't have the pushing and the pulling that we have in floor yoga. And so it's a kind of a lot of different muscles that you are not used to using in a normal yoga class. So I just wanted to real quick go over the different types of ropes that you'll get. So depending on what kind of sling you get, they're going to come with different kinds of ropes. So a lot of them are going to come with ropes like this, and you can just hang them up over anything and you'll just adjust it based on whatever height you need it. And then this is a homemade one that I made just to make it an extension, and a lot of them come with stuff like this. And so you can just, again, hang it up and over, boom, like that. And then it just hangs, and you just put the carabiner, which these are our carabiners, through to hang whatever length you need it. So I will go ahead and just move those out of the way. So for a lot of things, I want you to practice getting in and out of your swing all the time. I usually tell my students, butterfly your arms in there. So you're going to take your arms like in the middle of your sling, and then you're just going to try to push it underneath and bring it down. You'll bicycle your legs, so you'll push your legs down because you want it to be real low like a swing would be. And you do want to make sure that you've got a little bit of fabric up here because this is what kind of holds and keeps the bind. So one of the things that I want you to practice is just getting in and out of your swing and becoming comfortable with that. So that's one way you can get in. Another way, you'll take your arms back behind your sling, grab your high handles, and then you'll just lift yourself up and in. So really practice. I know that sounds silly, but practice doing that constantly because you don't want to try to do that when you're teaching. When you can't get into the swing, it makes it look a little uncomfortable, and they start doubting you, no? And so right here we've got our black clips, and you'll lower those down. You will make sure that you take it down to the bottom of your legs. And we want to take our fabric and move it out to the side. Take your legs out wide, wide, wide. And as you go down, keep looking at your toes. And then you're going to take your toes, your feet on the outside and back up and around, and then just kind of lower it here. And so this is a pose that I want you to try to get comfortable with. We can actually put, how you doing? Space in our spine and help get spinal fluid back going into your spine. So this is something that I want you to try to get comfortable with, and that is hanging upside down for 2 to 7 minutes a day. So just like this, and just hanging, and you can put your hands in the straps and hang. You can hang like this, or you can just put your hands down. Something you never want to do is push up from the ground unless you're working like towards a handstand, because this takes the bind out of here. So just make sure you stay safe and you feel safe in your swing, and try to get used to hanging upside down. Again, to come up, you just take your straps out, and then you just slowly come up and just kind of relax your arms on your head on your forearms for a second. And so that is something that I want you to start practicing. Another thing is you're going to jump up as high as you can and really try to squeeze your arms in, and then slowly lower down. Jump up, squeeze those arms in, and then slowly lower down. So I want you to do 3 sets of 10 of those. Another thing that I want you to do is just to be able to hang. So you can see how I'm just quite literally hanging through my body. So you just want to be able to hang and just try to breathe and relax and get up to a full minute hang. So if a full minute is too long for you, just do it in 20-second increments, trying to get up to a minute. We prefer that you're up to a minute before you start the certification, but I know we can work with that if you can't. So another one that I want you to practice with is you're going to do the same thing, but now you're going to actually see how I'm kind of doing an active. So now I'm pulling down and strengthening in my back, neck, and shoulders, and I want you to hold this for a minute as well. So again, if you can't hold that for a minute,
You can do 20-second increments, just trying to build up for a full minute. You can get like your phone or watch and just set your timer. Another thing that I want you to get used to doing is hanging upside down. So this is something that you're probably really going to have to work towards, and it's a lot more that it's scary in your head as it's hard. So one of the things that we'll practice on, so I want you to hold these for 5 minutes. I'm sorry, not for 5 minutes, for 1 minute. So you'll practice on holding these. So notice how when I jumped up, I squeezed and held in, pulled my knees in, and then lowered down. So you want to get up to a whole minute in that one as well. And then you also, same thing, I lift up, squeeze, lift back. And you can use your straps to hold your body up until you get comfortable, and just hold this for 1 minute. And so you really, that one might take a little bit of time, and then slowly you want to try to work those legs in the middle, really helping with your balance and your core. So that's another one that I want you to be able to hold for 1 minute. So we've got our jump up and hold. We've got our jump, hold, and lower. We've got upside down, hold, and lower. And then we have our hangs and our hang. And then the last one I want you to practice is a flying crow. So we do a lot of things on the ground to help build up arm balance strength for our floor practice. So there's no real graceful way to put this on. So you just want to move your black clips up and your black handle up, and then turn over. And so just like a normal crow, you just put your hands down. We always want to grip with bridges and domes in our fingers. And then coming up, you'll pull the knees in and hold. And so I want you to do 3 rounds of this with 10 breaths per round. And so being able to master all those before you come to your course will help you make your course easier and able to learn a lot more. So we're excited to have you. Thank you guys so much for coming and doing yoga with us in beautiful Mexico, and we hope to see you guys soon.